So let me show you how to set up a derivative trace. And again, I like to use the GeoGebra Classic, so I'll go to GeoGebra Classic in that middle column. And again, my setting's a little weird. I don't know why it does that. Always fun. Let's go ahead and use a trig function. So I will go 3 sine of 2x. And then I want a slider that we will use to drive a point along this function. So I will go n equals slider, and I can specify my minimum value and my maximum value. So I will go negative 2 pi to 2 pi, and I will go in steps of pi over 90. And so here is my slider. And let's place a point on this function. So I will go n comma f of n, and there's my point. And again, I want to construct a tangent at that point to the function. And so there is a command, and that command would probably be tangent, and there it is. And I'm not going to actually click on these, but I'm going to use this as a reference. I'm going to use this tangent where it says point on curve in the curve, or point in the function. So I'm going to go tangent, and my point's name is a, and it's tangent to the function f. And so that looks good. And so what I need to do next is I need to compute the slope of that tangent line. And again, there's a command for that as well. So I will type in slope, and then in parentheses, I'm going to give it the name of my tangent line, which is g. And how lucky it is that I stopped right there at 3. And so there's my tangent line. So what I'd like to do is I want to, directly above or below that point on the graph, I want to go ahead and plot the slope. So I'm going to go n comma a. And so this is my slope. That is my point on the line, and that's going to trace out the slope. And if I'm on a Mac, I'll 2-finger click, which I guess is kind of like a right click. I'll show my trace. And so there is, yeah, that's way too big for my screen. Didn't think about that, but that's okay. We could also do a locus command for this. And so if I go to the construction tools, one of my construction tools is a locus. So I can click on the point that I want to use to build the locus, and then I can click on my slider. And GeoGebra will build the locus based on the movement of a slider. And since my slider only goes from negative 2 pi to positive 2 pi, I'm only seeing a part of my function, but there it is. So that's the derivative trace. Easy to construct, really easy, gets kids to think about the slope as kind of a function of its, in its own right. But easy to construct. Hope this has been helpful.